everyone. Good afternoon and welcome to Save. Now today ends me and Deb's 6-month series on domestic violence. And next week we're going to start a new series of on sexual assault again. But before we start today, I guess, Deb, do you want to go over some of the stuff? Give us a recap of some of the stuff we've been talking about for the last 6 months.
No, we went over a whole lot of stuff. Like a lot of different things were going on with the agency as a whole, plus our stuff that we were doing. But one thing I did want to do before we got into recapping and all that good stuff is tell some people thank you that actually called out to the shelter.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
We got some really, really nice letters from people who were survivors who shared their stories with us about recovery. And one was from a lady that was really touching, and she said how it took her years to get to the point of being able to talk about it, but because of this show, it helped her come out of her shell.
Well, that's great.
Yeah, even though she was in therapy and things like that, it was just hearing some things we went over, kind of like, you know what, that's me. I can overcome that. I can still have a normal life. She did that. Then there was a young guy, and I really commend him for what he did. Thank you very much for sending your letters in. He sent some letters to us, talking about his past abuse when he was a child, and it went to his early teen years, and was never really able to talk about it. The shame that was there associated with it. We talked about that, and not really being able to find himself as a man anymore, or where do I stand? He has moved on to having a wife and children. However, that was still in his mind.
Right.
Where do I go from here? What can I do to fix how I feel? So the show, he said, helped him out a whole lot about understanding why he had those feelings, what to do about them, how to get himself back out there. But he's doing very well. So we thank you very much for sharing your story. We've had a lot of good feedback.
Yeah, we've had a lot of phone calls and
a lot of
messages
good stuff.
or
letters,
letters.
Letters and a few emails, and then, like I said, calling into the shelter, and that's great. And even though we're ending this part of the series, you'll continue on with sexual assault.
Yes.
Plus, they can still always call out to us about, domestic violence.
Most definitely. Hotline never ends.
Never ends. We're always going to be there. So just to recap some of the things we did go over, like the safety planning and things, there's a lot of stuff to keep in mind, and we threw a lot out there in a very short period of time. But the main thing, if you are in a situation where you're being hurt, or a loved one is, or someone is, the main thing is to get that help. Reach out, call us, call somebody to where you can get that line of communication going to get to healing, to get to the point of understanding what's happening. Do I need legal help? Do I want to stay in the situation? Do I have to stay in the situation right now? Because we know some people feel like they have to,
right?
For whatever reason.
And there's a lot of reasons why they choose to stay in the situation.
And we went over this as well. Children would be the biggest one. The fear of the children not having a father in the home, or the instability of being able to take care of themselves. No money,
right.
Language barriers for our Hispanic population. Thanks to Vawa, woo woo.
Yeah.
We talked about that too.
That was our yeah.
Yes, that they're seeing that they have help out there in the community, that they're not alone. So we have a lot of people who are reaching out as far as that part of understanding more about their safety planning, what I can do, what I can't do, what do I pack, what are important documents.
And the safest way to get out with all that stuff too.
Exactly. And do I plan ahead, or is it a spur of the moment thing? Because we know that, we've talked about before, that when they actually get ready to leave is when they're in the most danger.
Right, most definitely.
So if they can plan ahead and get some things out of the house prior to it, like birth certificates, banking information, school records, anything they would need to reestablish themselves somewhere else, let's get those things out of the home and put away somewhere else in a safe place. Family, friend, somewhere that they're going to be safe and you get your hands on them.
And slowly start moving that stuff out of the home.
Right, definitely. And then start asking questions. What's the next step? All right, I've moved everything out. Now what do I do? Where do I go from here? Things are going good right now. Do I bring it back into the home? No, leave that stuff there just in case, for a period of time. And like we said, we're not anti-family. We want healthy families. We want families to be together. Even if you choose to stay, that there's a healthy way of staying in a situation to where, there's things going on. And sometimes just convincing a person that they go together as a group. There's a lot of agencies that will do group counseling, for families.
Family counseling, marriage counseling.
And to get them to that point of maybe understanding where his anger or her anger is coming from to why they're in this situation. We're all about healthy families, not separation, not, get them out your house, don't be dealing with them. We don't want that. And that's not the message we're trying to get out. Our message is to be safe, healthy, and happy. And if you have to get out or something's going on, how to be safe in the situation until you can break free from it. So we talked about safety planning, the do's and don'ts. We talked about the legal parts, where to go to.
If it's that process of protective orders.
Protective orders and
whole court process.
Right. If it's after hours, you go to the magistrate's office, which is located in Henry County. right behind the courthouse. If it's before hours, you go to the Henry County again, second floor intake office, and you do your paperwork there. Bring things with you. If you need to take pictures, they'll help you, or we can help you take pictures of your injuries. If there's any medical records that you obtained during this process, bring them with you to your process. Have those things together. We understand everyone can't get child care, so if you need to bring the children with you, especially if they've been, if there were witnesses to it or if they've been abused themselves, bring them with you. If you can get child care, that's good, so you can talk openly about what happened without the children
But if
hearing
not,
this.
even we always have someone there who can assist with the children as well.
Exactly, and we do have some on site. Give us a call. Hey, I'm going out there. I have to be there at 2:30. Can you get someone out there? And we'll do our best to have somebody, one of us or our teen advocate, someone will be there to accompany them and help you through the process. So we covered that. Where to go to, what to bring with you when you get there, who to talk to. Okay, now you leave there. Now what do I do? You got this piece of paper in your hand. What does it mean? This lady said all these fancy words. I don't know what they are, and where am I? So we can help them with that too, understanding.
Explain that process and understand what all those fancy words
mean.
Big
old words mean. Guardian ad litem. What is that? Which is a fancy name for someone's over top of your child's case. Not so much for you. That was a big thing too. People don't understand when the courts appoint someone over the children, they think it's for them as well. It's not. So we need to make sure that you understand everything that's on that paper.
Right.
Wording is the key. It could be two little words that change the whole meaning of what you thought they were trying to tell you about your process or what's going to happen. So bring it to us if you don't understand. Our victim witnesses, they will also help you as well. But we're a phone call away, 24 hours a day. Someone can help you understand those things. So we did that part.
Yeah, we talked
about continuing counseling after the fact. We're not just there with them when they're from, the paperwork part.
Or the crisis part.
Or the crisis part. We're there throughout the whole process. We want to know that you're okay going in and when you're at the end of your journey. We want you to come back and say, hey.
And when you're rebuilding your life, we'll know how it's going.
Yeah, and if you're with that partner still and everything worked out and, that person's got themselves under control, let us know. That's great. We love to hear those things, We want to be there from you from beginning to end and see the success stories. We want to make sure that your child is doing well in school now and the grades aren't slipping anymore, night terrors or things like that.
Yeah, because that was another big thing we talked about, the effects that domestic violence has on children. We talked about elder abuse as well.
Elder abuse,
teen
and
dating
bullying,
violence.
Teen dating, all of it plays together. And like we said about bullying, it all ties into sometimes if you trace it back to the home life, that there may have been some situations there that they couldn't help, so they take it to school and take it on their children. So all of those things are a big part of what we did and talked about while we were here, and it's a lot of information. So we encourage everyone, if you feel you need more services, one-on-one, we still have group services, give us a call and come on out and speak to Jesse and myself or other people there. Everyone there is able to help you in your situation, crisis or whatever may be going on. But everyone's trained to give you the information and get you back to your road to recovery. And I hate to say recovery because some people aren't really recovering. They just need help, direction. So whatever you're going through, be it big, small, it's your crisis or just need information, call us and come on out and we'll take care of you there. Donations, we talked about that.
Yeah, we did talk about donations and all the other services that our agency provides besides domestic violence.
Exactly.
We are also the homeless shelter.
The 5K, you guys had the run recently.
Yeah, we had the 5K Hope for the Homeless. That was a pretty good turnout. It was awful cold that morning, but we did have a good turnout. And for every awareness, we always do an event. So April is Sexual Assault Awareness Month, so we're going to have some events coming up in April that we'll talk about when our sexual assault series starts next week. But
donations are always, anytime you want to bring something out or want to call about.
And I really see an increase in that too. I see a lot of churches and a lot of individuals that are bringing stuff by.
Individuals. We had a lady we were going to bring out, we didn't get a chance to, so maybe she'll come out with yours or, later on, that was a survivor who was a big helper with us as far as this goes. She wants to tell her story about her sister losing her life to a domestic violence situation, but she has come out and really stepped up and it's right there on the forefront of helping us get things we might need and we'll fall short at.
She has been
a
great help.
A wonderful help, and we thank her for that as well. We thank all of our volunteers that come out and do things for us, even if it's just for an event, or just come to the office, help us with paperwork, whatever it may be, that they're there, and we thank them for that. But the shelter only runs off of donations. We're a nonprofit, so they're very important that we have your support as a community and individuals as a whole to come out and support us. We're a dying breed shelter. They're trying to do away with those. So we have to do to keep it running. There is one in Danville, but it's a partial service one, House of Hope. So we need to keep ours going, and we thank everyone for
still supporting us and keeping us going.
And there's nothing too big or small. I mean, people bringing out trash bags for us, it's like a big thing because,
We
we
always
need
out
them. Anything you'd use for your home to keep it going is the same thing we use there. Laundry detergent, dish liquid, hand sanitizers, anything like that. We don't care if it's just one bottle. We're very thankful for anything that you all do for us
Most
and
definitely.
contribute to us. But like Jess said, all of our other services as well. Even if we're not on the air, they're still there. Call
Right.
us, 632-8701. Come on out. But like I said, one-on-one counseling is also a key that we like to keep that going. We don't want you to think we're going to throw you out in a group and you got to tell all of your
No,
stuff that's
most
going on in your
definitely not,
home.
yeah.
We never do
a lot
that.
of individual one-on-one.
Individual one-on-ones, and later we like to branch off to group if it's okay. If it's not, we'll
If you're
continue with
comfortable with
one-on-one.
that, yeah.
For as long as you need it. And some people say, well, how long do you work with them? 6 months is over. Are you going to cut me loose? No. It's however long you need.
You
Each
need
one
the
is
services.
individualized, to what your need is.
And all of our services are free and confidential.
Free and
Definitely wanna-
confidential. And when we say confidential, let's clear that up too, because I said volunteers help with paperwork. Nothing dealing with direct contact of our clients. That is strictly through case management. We handle those.
Right.
And our director, of course. But other than that, other people, other entities do not have that information. We don't even use it. As a matter of fact, we don't
Names
use
aren't
names.
even, right, names
Right.
aren't on anything. Everybody has code.
Has a little code. We use numbers, and it's only identified through those of us who need to know. So it's not like we're putting anything out there with your information on it, because we
A
want
lot
you
of
to
times
feel.
people call the hotline anonymous too.
Oh,
They don't
yeah.
want to give their information, but
And they don't have to.
they
We even
definitely
have
don't have to.
people who have been having services that will call back and we'll give their name again because they just want to know something different. Like, hey, I forgot about this. Should I have to give your name? No, I don't. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. We just want you to call, get that information you need. Don't worry about us needing to know who you are. We don't. Unless you want us to, then we will definitely be there. The main thing is just to getting the information and help that whatever's going to help you, your children, your family, even at work. If there's something we can do as far as making sure your employers get a copy of that protective order, if you can't make
Right.
a copy, call us, come by, we'll make a copy for
No
you.
question is too small.
No question is too small, and we don't need to know. If you don't want us to know the details of it, hey, I've got an order, I just need to make a copy for my employer, domestic violence situation is going on, or sexual assault, can you please make a copy for that? Absolutely. Absolutely. We want you to have those things. We want you to be safe
Right,
at
we
work.
should be as safe as you can.
Exactly. We know it's a piece of paper, but however, we put them in the right places. We always know they go to 911. They're going to be there. They're on file at the courthouse. The officers
the
automatically
officers,
call. But if we can get extra protection by making sure employers, landlords, whomever has a copy that you want them to have a copy, that we get those available to you so you can give them
Most
to the right
definitely so.
people.
So we've covered a lot of stuff in the last 6 months,
We did.
and probably so much more we could cover too. So,
Oh, yeah.
I know. I was brainstorming the other day of some topics that we should have covered, and there's just not enough time to
I
cover
know.
everything. So. Well, I thank you so much for being on the show with
I
me the
thank
last
you.
6
I
months.
enjoyed
and
it.
maybe after the 6 months of sexual assault, we'll have another 6 months of DV to cover some of those topics that
Right.
we didn't get to.
Exactly.
So, you got anything else you want to say before we take commercial break?
I just want to thank everyone for the support of the show and, watching and giving us feedback and calling us out. And, actually we do a lot of programs now, and our programs went up a lot.
Definitely.
We have a lot of schools, churches, camps, different places calling us, asking us, can you please come out?
Crime Watch Stop.
Oh,
Crime
yeah.
Watch
Neighborhood-
Stop Me.
Neighborhood
No,
Watch.
however, whatever they are, they were called different. In Patrick County, we were called the Crime
Stoppers? Was it Crime Watch?
Stoppers. or
Okay, so
some-
we had Neighborhood
something
Watch
like
that
that.
invited us out to different ones in the Preston area.
But that's good though. I mean, it's reaching a different
Yeah, definitely.
population of the
Oh, yeah.
community, and it was really successful.
Young
so
and
that's
old,
great.
they're coming out. They want to know what's going on.
I know our teen dating violence coordinator has started a
Oh,
whole lot
yeah,
of new
she's got a whole
programs
lot of
and
stuff
stuff. So
going
which
on.
is good. I mean, the more people that we can get the information out to,
Definitely.
the better we can help
Yes.
stop this problem that's going on in our community.
And we still want to always want to thank our Henry County Sheriff officers and Martinsville police officers for helping us anytime we need them. They're come out there. And like we said, they're learning just like we do about new laws coming out about domestic violence. It's forever changing. It's always evolving. We're not sure what's going to come out next unless we read it. So
Right.
understand that they're doing the best that they can with what they have. So if they don't know and we do, we'll try to tell them. If we don't know, they tell us. We work together to make sure our whole community, Henry County, Patrick County, Martinsville, surrounding areas, that we're all together
Right.
and safe. So that's what our goal is. And thank you, Sheriff Blaine Perry and Mike Rogers in the city. Thank you guys so much for all of that, and everyone who supports us in this show and just us in general.
Well, most definitely. All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, I'm going to talk just briefly for a few minutes about some of the stuff that's upcoming in our next series of sexual assault. We'll be right back.
standing in between some great Jeep Liberties. For those of you who don't know, they have a very stocky body style. We've got some great colors here. We've got rescue green, we've got white, we've got cherry red, black.
Hi, this is Wes Mills with Jim Mills Nissan and Jim Mills Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep. I'd like to invite you to visit with us. We have no games, no gimmicks. We stand behind our vehicles, we stand behind our service, and we stand with our community. Come visit us at 4760 Greensboro Road, Ridgeway, across from Martinsville Speedway.
You're watching BTW 21, your neighborhood network, the pride of Martinsville and Henry County.
There are many reasons to choose Monroe Muffler Brake and Service for all of your car's maintenance, repair, and tire needs. We work on your schedule with convenient evening, Saturday, and even Sunday hours. We've earned our customers' trust with over 50 years of guaranteed quality service. And one more popular reason is Monroe's Oil Change and More for only $19.99. Plus, we'll rotate your tires, check tire pressure, and inspect your brakes for free. Trust Monroe to keep your car and your family safe. For dealer quality service for less, it's Monroe Muffler Brake and Service.
El Norteño in Patrick Henry Mall. Come join the fun at the largest Mexican restaurant in Martinsville.
Hi, my name is Ronald Bennett, and welcome to Family Pharmacy. We're located on 58 outside of Danville at the Brownsville Station. We're open Monday through Friday from 9 to 6 and 9 to 2 on Saturday. We have a drive-through service, and we fill all prescriptions. I'd like you also to meet our store manager, Stan Leggett, and our lead technician, Jordan Bailey. Come in and take a look at us. We're a small pharmacy doing big things.
Hi, I'm Emily Aaron, the new face on BTW 21. Join me for the weekend review on your neighborhood network.
All right, welcome back to SAVE. Now, as I said earlier, April is Sexual Assault Awareness Month. So starting April the 2nd, right, that next Tuesday? Yeah, April the 2nd, we're going to start a new series on sexual assault. Now, this series, we are going to be concentrating, and Deb won't be here.
I won't be here, sorry.
I'm looking at her, but she's not going to be here. We will be concentrating on the healing journey dealing with sexual assault. So at the end of each show, starting next series, we're going to give us, at the end of each show, we're going to give one step towards the healing process.
Great.
And all the steps are going to, build upon each other.
Awesome.
So we're going to have guests from various agencies that help victims through the reporting process. And they will be discussing the work that they do with victims of sexual assault.
Oh, that's
so
good.
we're going to have different guests, some of the same ones we had the first series. We're going to have someone from Department of Social Services, from the Commonwealth Attorney's Office. So I think we're going to have all 3 Commonwealth attorneys on here again.
Oh, that'd be great.
Someone from the Child Advocacy Center, I think that's in Franklin County. We're going to have hospital staff and some SANE nurses, which is a sexual assault nurse examiner, excuse me. And we're going to have investigators on here. I'm not sure. I'm thinking we're maybe going to have a couple survivors on here to tell their stories and stuff. So
That'd be great.
looking forward to that. This new series on the healing journey should be interesting and hopefully helpful. And we're going to give, like I said, a step each at the end of each show. And they're going to build upon each other and create, the steps of the healing journey. So I'm looking forward to that. Sounds really interesting. Since I said Sexual Assault Awareness Month is April, actually today at 3 o'clock, me and Sandy Dawson, the sexual assault case manager for Martinsville and Henry County, we're going to the Board of Supervisors meeting in Henry County today. And just like every other awareness we've done throughout the past. Teen Dating Violence Awareness Month was last month, and Domestic Violence Awareness
Great.
Month being in December. We're going to receive a proclamation for
Awesome.
Sexual
Great.
Assault Awareness Month, and we did get one of these last year, so we're going to keep trying to get these every year.
Mm-hmm.
And then again tonight at 7:30, we're going to be in the City Council meeting, and
Oh,
the
good.
City Council is going to give us a proclamation for Sexual Assault Awareness Month too. So.
That's really good that they even, acknowledge us, give us that time to speak
Right.
and get this out there because it's so important.
Well, April is also Child Abuse Awareness
Right.
Month too, so we've got a lot of stuff going on in April. So April might be pretty exciting.
Oh, yeah.
I know I was going to wait till next week to start giving out some of that information, but I know we do have an event coming up for Zumba to Your Drop, which
Oh, right.
we did do last year, which was a great turnout. So we're hoping
you ready?
for.
Are you ready to Zumba?
Y'all do not want me to Zumba.
I think I'll go Zumba a little bit.
No, coordination is
drop.
not my friend, but yeah, I was gonna
We'll
say I
Zumba
might
till we
drop, but not Zumba. But we are going to have that. I know it's April 20th. I don't know the times and all that, so I don't want to give out any wrong information. But we will go over that each week coming up to April 20th. So.
That'll be fun. Sounds like a lot of fun. A lot of stuff.
Yeah, a lot of people support that Zumba. A lot of
Oh,
people
yeah.
are really into that Zumba
Definitely.
stuff. Me personally,
It's a good stress reliever. I mean,
Oh,
for some
yeah.
people, it's really good stress reliever. If they can't go to the Y or, it's too costly, go on Zumba. Do it at home.
yeah, they got tapes and all that stuff.
They got all
out
that
there,
good
so.
stuff going on. which is
All
pretty
right,
neat.
so before we end the show up today, do you have anything else you want to say? I
Just
mean,
want to thank you for a great show. We did so good. I loved it. And I think that we reached a lot of people, covered a whole lot of bases, and there's a whole lot more we could have covered, time permitting. But we did a lot of things, and we gave them the right information to call us. Call us if you need us.
yeah.
We're there. Anytime, 24 hours a day.
Well, I also want to thank you for
Thank you.
partnering with me for these last 6 months. I mean,
Enjoyed
it's been
it.
great, and I agree with you. I think we got a lot of good information out, and
Yeah.
to believe that, I mean, we got a lot of turnout.
Oh, yeah.
Like we said about the mail and the calls and
Right.
stuff like that. So that's
But
great.
it is always changing. That's the great thing about what we do is that there's always something new that we can share with somebody else again.
right. New
So-
laws.
new
I mean, just like
laws,
with the protective order stuff that came out in the VAWA.
Exactly. Different stories because things change. It's never the same pattern.
Right,
So
most definitely.
as we get them getting ready for our next time, we'll gear up. We'll have more information, and we can bring people out and things like that. This time we didn't have a lot of time to prepare for people coming in and things like that, but 'cause we had so much to cover. But
Well, I think we did great. I think we covered a lot of stuff. So,
I do too, and I hope you all
but
enjoyed
if there
it.
is anything you feel we missed, our hotline number is at the bottom of the screen, 276-632-8701. Feel free to call us at any time, day or night, no matter what time it is.
And if there's questions that we didn't cover that you want answers for, please call us and let us know. Maybe we can bring them up on
Right,
your
we can
show
write that
coming
down
up.
and
Or yeah, definitely. 'Cause we
cover
don't
those
know
next
all
time.
the answers. That's one thing we want everyone to know. We don't have it all. But if there's something we can find out for you or research more, we will definitely do that for you, and we'll bring it
Most
to everyone's
definitely.
attention. If there's something that's missing.
All right. Well, I think that's about
good.
it. And start next Tuesday, April the 2nd, we will start this sexual assault series. So look forward to that and stay safe, and we will see you next Tuesday.
Bye.